Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name's Whitney and today I am going to continue right along with my makeup inventory. So I want to just show you guys a quick recap, and we've done face primers, color correctors, foundations, and concealers, and these are the numbers for those as of now. So hopping into our next products, we're going to be doing setting powders, face powders, bronzers, contours, and we'll see about eyebrows, but definitely those three, and let's just jump into it. So for setting powders, I only have two, which is I think the least amount of products in a category I'm going to have, to be totally honest. So I have the Givenchy Prism Libre powder, and this is actually almost gone. If you can tell, there is hardly any product at all in there left. And then I have the Milk Makeup Blur Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Light, I believe. Translucent Light, yes. And this I was gifted in gratis. So for setting powders, I only have, let's count them, everybody together, 1, 2. My next category is going to be my face powders. So I've actually been doing really well in this category because I used to have a lot more. The last powder that I purchased was the L'Oreal Infallible, and that was a while back as well. So I've done really well not purchasing powders, just using what I have. So let's just get into it. This is the Lorac Professional powder, and this Perfection powder, and this is in the shade PF2. This is going to be in an upcoming video, so I'm not going to show you guys the inside of it, but I'm currently using this in my Shop My Stash. Then I have the Bare Minerals Base Pro powder foundation, and this is in the shade 05 Sateen. This formula is really nice. I've used it a couple times, but it's a little dark for me at the moment. The Hello Flawless powder, I bought this so many years ago, and this is in the shade Petal. I have never used this, so I bought it when I worked at Sephora years ago and have never used it. So I know this powder formula was really nice back then, so hopefully it's a little dark for me. So like, clearly, what shade was I getting? You could tell it's too dark, but I'm going to start self-tanning soon, and hopefully that'll work for me. Next, I have the L'Oreal Infallible. This is in the shade Porcelain 100. And this is going to probably be the next shade that I use up because it's the only powder that I have in my collection other than the Lorac. That is my color right now. This is the Kat Von D face powder, and this is in the shade Medium 3, and this was gratis to me. Oh, I didn't mention it, but the Bare Minerals was gratis as well. So this was gratis to me, and I've actually been through one of these in a different shade, and I absolutely love this powder. It is great. Oh, it's great. All right, it is great as a powder foundation or as a setting powder for the face, and I absolutely love this powder. I know there's been a lot of controversy with Kat Von D, but I try and stay out of controversy and just use products that I enjoy on my face. So this powder I actually really do enjoy. This is a Givenchy powder that I got in gratis from Sephora, and it is in the shade Light 5 Fiji. Now, sometimes I've never used this, but because of the shade, it looks like I could actually use this as a bronzer when I am at my fairest. So depending on my spray tan and how that works out, this may have to be used as a bronzer, but it technically is a face powder, so I'm still considering it in my face powder category. Last but not least is my Urban Decay powder in the shade Medium Light Cool, and this was gratis to me in Sephora, and y'all can see I've hit pan on it. Y'all seen this in a video before. I do like this, and again, I've used this as a contour bronzer item in the past, and but I've also used it as a powder foundation. So I really like this formula, but I don't think I would purchase the Urban Decay. So that's it for my face powders. Let's go ahead and count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, moving right along again. My next category is going to be bronzers and contour powders. So I don't actually differentiate between bronzers and contours. I use them in basically the exact same way. Every now and then I will use a matte contour powder to deepen up my contours on my face, but usually on a normal basis, I'm using my bronzers and contours in the same manner on my face. So I include them in one category. So this is the current powder that I'm working on. This is the Wet n Wild contour palette in Dolce de Leche. This was the old formula. So as you can see, I have repressed it. Now this is actually a mixture of the Lorac Tantalizer bronzer, that mini that I had, and the remaining of the Wet n Wild product in here. So I wanted to get it in one pan so I could use it up and get rid of them out of my collection. So this is what I have left. And that Lorac one was shimmery and the Wet n Wild is completely matte. So of course this is now shimmery because I put that Lorac bronzer in here. And I have two, let's call them backups, of the Dolce de Leche Wet n Wild contour powder. And I love these. These are like $5. I like the old formula better because the tone was different. These are much warmer. So these are the new Dolce de Leche formulas. So I have both of these bronzers, contours as well. And I did purchase all three of those. So next is this NYX. This is a contour duo palette and it's in the shade Two to Tango. And this is a matte and shimmery bronzer contour. And I got this as a free gift with an Ulta purchase, I believe. So this came in with like a little, it was like a whole little like NYX gift with purchase. So this was free to me. I have the Betty Luminizer. This is the bronzer of the Luminizer trio. You have the Betty Luminizer, the Mary Luminizer, and the Cindy Luminizer. So this is the bronzer. It's a very shimmery, warm bronzer, and I love this, but I have not gotten a lot of good use out of it. I'm looking forward to using this, and I did purchase it. I have this Sephora bronzer duo. You have a shimmery side and a matte side. It is a baked product. I have used this one a little bit. You can tell the shimmery side always goes first before the matte side. I've actually used up an entire one of these, and as you can tell, I have this one and I have another one in backup. I bought these when I worked at Sephora and they had them on sale, so then I got them with my employee discount after they were on sale. So I got them for a really great price and I liked the product, so I had no problem buying it. And this is in the shade Honey Heat 01, and all of them they're both in the same shade. This is a Givenchy bronzer that I got in gratis from Sephora and is in the shade Ombre Crochet 3, and I'm sure I said that completely wrong. I have used this a little bit. I actually used it when I did a wedding. I did the bridesmaids and the bride and the mother of the bride, and I used this bronzer, and it was really beautiful. Just blended seamlessly into the skin, and it was great. So I definitely will look forward to using this. The formula seemed really nice when I used it on them. This is a Lancome bronzer that I got when it was on discount at, I don't know if it was like a 21 Days of Beauty or something. I believe I bought this at Ulta and it was definitely discounted. So this bronzer is very warm tone and it has some shimmer in it. So it looks like glitter, but it's just a slight shimmer. And this is in the shade 01 Lumiere. This is definitely a favorite, and I've went through more than one of these, and this one you can actually see the rings. There's no technical pan yet, but you can see the rings in it. So this might be the next bronzer that I use up. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess, and like I said, this is a favorite. I love this bronzer. It just works well with my skin tone. It gives me a little shimmer. It's the perfect tone, and this is just a mini that I own, but I've used up, I think, one or two other minis just like this. And since it was a mini, I guess it was a free with purchase. I'm really not sure. I know it wasn't gratis, and I don't know if I bought it or not, so I'm not really sure how I came into possession of this. This is another Wet n Wild product. This is the Color Icon bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. This is a very light toned bronzer, and as you can tell, I've barely used it. I think I may have only used it once or swatched it. This is a huge pan. It's going to take me a long time to use, and I'm probably going to have to use it when I'm at my lightest. I probably should be using it now, but I'll get to it one day. I bought this because Wet n Wild's inexpensive and I just thought it would be nice to use. I've had this in my collection for a while and not used it. So what does that tell you? I buy things for what? And back here, I just have some minis that were all free to me. Minerals. This is the Skinny Dip, and I got this, I guess, I know it was a freebie. I'm guessing with a purchase from Ulta. I got this. I have used it and it is quite nice, but it's not what I'm using now. We have the Too Faced. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I have actually used an entire mini of this before. This takes forever to use. I would never buy a Too Faced bronzer. I gouged my nail in it, so that's what the scratch is, but I would never buy a Too Faced bronzer, I don't think, because they literally just take forever to use. This little one took me, I'm saying, months and months and months to use the entire thing up, and this is not my favorite. So I don't think I would purchase a Too Faced bronzer because it's just a matte formula. And well, this one in particular, the Chocolate Soleil, is a matte formula. I have used the Sun Bunny and I did enjoy that, but I think I can get a cheaper item and better performance, in my opinion. Then I have this little Hoola. This was a gift with purchase, and as you can tell, I have used quite a bit of it. There's a nice dip right here. You can still see the Hoola. I don't know how deep that is stamped into it because I have used this a ton, but still no pan. It's not what I'm using right now, but this is something that I would use. Like I said, if I really wanted to deepen up my contour, I would go in with Hoola and just really contour my cheeks out. I really like this color and this formula, so I would definitely consider the Hoola bronzer fit. That's going to be it for my bronzers and contours, so let's go ahead and count them up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14. And I'm not distinguishing between deluxe sizes or minis and full sizes. I'm just counting them as is. It's an item in my collection, and that's how I'm counting my inventory. All right, y'all, let's wrap up this video. This is going to be my eyebrow inventory. So all of these are eyebrow products that I own. These right here are going to be the products that I am currently using. So all of these I have out and in my everyday makeup. So these are the ones that I'm using. So let's run through those real quick. I have 2 eyebrow pencils. This one is from e.l.f. and this is in the shade Natural Brown, and it is just a thicker pencil. So you can see right there, it's just a thicker pencil, and I have thicker brows, so this works great for me. I love this pencil. It is $2, comes with a spoolie. It's a lot of product, and I've been through a ton of these. I will continue to purchase them. I love them, and this is like my go-to brow pencil. And the second one is this Ofra eyebrow pencil. Now this is in my current project pan, so you will see an update on that. This is not my favorite pencil. This was a gift with purchase from Ulta, and I'm using it because I have it, but I would not purchase it. Next up, I have a pomade. This says this is the Sourcils Gel 04 from Lancome, but this is actually the Benefit Ka-Brow. I had in a mini. It looks disgusting, but works wonderful. So I used up all of the Lancome. This is, like I said, that Benefit Ka-Brow in the mini that I depotted into this bigger container. I actually really am enjoying using this. The Lancome was gratis to me. Actually, both were. So the Benefit and the Lancome were both gratis to me. This is a brow setting powder that I repressed. This was 2 different powders from a Salon Perfect kit that I purchased a long time ago that I'm finally using. So it's a dark brown and a light brown that I depotted and repressed into this pan to make this medium tone that works really well for me. As you can tell, I have a really nice dip in the center, and I use this to set my brows on occasion. And then lastly, for the items that I have in use, I have the Benefit Gimme Brow. This was a deluxe sample that I got free in the shade Free, and this is really great for those like everyday makeup days where I don't really want to do my brows, but just give me a little something. This really works well for me, and I would consider repurchasing this because I really do enjoy using it. I have this Eyelure wax pencil, and I never use this, so I have it out to use, but I never do. I really don't know why I keep it around. I'm trying to get myself to use it. I just forget it's there, honestly. So I need to make it a point to use this and get it out of my collection. And then some setting gels. So this used to be clear, so it is absolutely disgusting. It is from Ulta. I don't know if that's going to show up, but it's from Ulta. It's the clear brow gel, and it works okay. I've used a bit. It doesn't really hold the brows. I like a stiffer hold, and this just kind of puts them in place. It's not really a stiff hold, so I'll use this up, but I don't think that I would purchase it. This was, I believe, a free gift. And then we have the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This is my absolute favorite. I get these when they're 100-point perks from Sephora. I don't purchase the bigger tubes. I just get these little ones. Technically purchase this with points, and I love this. It gives me the nice stiff hold that I like. Going into backups, I have my backup eyebrow pencils. So we're just going to run through these quickly. I have 4 of the e.l.f. eyebrow pencils in natural brown. You know I love them. And I also have this Sephora eyebrow pencil, and this is in the shade Midnight Brown. And I actually really like, this is more like the Brow Wiz. It's thinner than the e.l.f. pencil, and I really do enjoy this, but for the price, I would buy the e.l.f. pencil over and over. I have the Salon Perfect Done-in-One Brow Pomade, and this is really nice. I use this in, I can't remember what video it was, but you can see I use into it. It's super creamy. It was pigmented. It lasted a while. I would definitely consider this as a drugstore option for my brows. This was really, really good. I have 2 of the Benefit Ka-Brow pomades, this mini one. So this is the mini that I depotted into the Lancome container, and I will do the same with this. I will depot this into that container. And then this is a full size of the Ka-Brow, and these are both in the shade, oh no, this is in the shade 3 and this one is in the shade 4. So this is probably gonna be a little dark on me. They were both gratis from Sephora. I will use them both. I really, really love the Ka-Brow formula. This is the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. I have never used this. I got this in a BoxyCharm. Oh, so this is a pomade too. Okay, so maybe I'll depot that as well, because I know it comes with the brush, but I don't like this little, I don't like that. Like, that's too little. So I'll probably depot that as well. So this is a Cella Brow pomade. So I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I'll let y'all know when I use it how it works. This is the Brow Gal. I got this in a BoxyCharm when I used to subscribe way back when, and never used it, but I believe it's just like a brow gel, but this one's tinted. So this is a brown one. Let me see what shade. I don't see a shade on it. Maybe it says it's just 02 right here, so maybe that's the shade. But I'll let y'all know. I mean, it's a brow gel, so I would definitely get use out of it. And then this is actually a backup of that Eylure Instantly Sleek Brows. This is the exact same thing as the wax crayon right here. And I believe when I bought these, they were buy one, get one, whatever, 50% off or whatever. So I never use this, so I think I'm gonna put this back up into my giveaway pile, and that way maybe one of you guys can get some use out of it. I'm not going to count that in my collection because I'm going to keep it off to the side and give that away. I have some brow powders. This is the Anastasia brow powder in the shade medium brown, and I have gone through an entire brow powder like this before. This is brand new, never used. I love this powder, but it's kind of expensive for a brow powder. It does last an extremely long time. So if you're going to buy a brow powder, I mean, it's going to last you. So I guess it's worth the investment. I purchased that one after I ran out of the other one. And this is the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder. And that's what it looks like. It's got a lighter shade right here and a darker shade over here. It had a little applicator, but I don't know where it went. And this is in the shade 3. I got this in gratis from Sephora. And to round this out, I have my backup of clear brow gels from Anastasia. Like I said, every time they come 100 Point Perks, I stock up on them. So I have these backups, and I will definitely use them. Let's go ahead and count the eyebrow products.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23, and that's because we're going to keep this one on the side for a giveaway. So 23. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know how much of these items you have in your collections. I can't believe I'm actually going through this with you guys and showing you all what I have in my collection. It is amazing to me that I have accumulated this many products. And let's just do a little quick recap. So those are the numbers and the categories so far. That is a lot of makeup, and we are not even halfway done. Look at the rest of this. Oh my God. So there is a lot more makeup. I can't wait to see what the final number is going to be. Maybe you guys can start guessing. How many items do you think I have in my collection? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you all have, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.